Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames, and this is Dark Souls Remastered, the playthrough entitled Predatory Women. This should be episode 4, I believe. Sometimes I get confused on which numbered episode it is, and today, the specific type of predatory woman we're going to refer to and talk about is actually not all that predatory, really, but it applies. You'll see what I mean. So here we are. This is where we are. Obviously. Let's talk to Solier. It's not how you pronounce it. Good old guy right there. Okay, good. We talked to him. That was very exciting. Learned a lot about lore. Alright. And then we break everything. This is just traditional, guys. You just gotta break everything in this room. Alright, I think everything in this room is now broken. Oh, wait, hang on. Can we break that? No. Oh, right. So, we're gonna refer to what I like to call the Deadbeat. I specifically refer to this type of woman as the Deadbeat in contrast. Oh dear. In contrast to that's their hardest move for me to parry. It's not like super difficult, but it's just harder than some of the other moves. I call them that because of the reference to a common what I like to call the myth of the Deadbeat Dad. Today's drink of choice is coffee, hot, black. Blacker than the night sky. Blacker than the darkest black in the universe. And I just noticed a coffee ground on the... Oh, shoot. Okay. Here we go. I want you guys to hear this. Ready? Poured from my French press. Not from France. It's a French press, but it's like French fries. They're not actually from France. If all you had to do was roll into a table and break it, that would be one pretty wimpy table. I don't know who built that table, but they suck at building tables. The myth of the Deadbeat Dad. So, what do I mean by that? Well, does that mean that there are no fathers out there who abandon their children and refuse to do anything and don't pay anything and don't support them at all? No, of course not. Oh, he got me right before I got him. The reason I refer to the myth of the deadbeat dad is not so much that there are no deadbeat fathers. There are some. But guess what? There are just as many, well, arguably, a roughly equal or close to equal number of deadbeat mothers, if you consider that mothers are given all sorts of benefits. Let's take away... Why am I so failing at this? Let's take away welfare, okay? Assume that every woman who is dependent on welfare for her child is therefore a deadbeat mother because she is not paying for her own child. Somebody else is. If we make that assumption, how many deadbeat mothers are there? A hell of a lot, guys. Probably nowadays, when it comes to single moms, I would bet that if you don't count welfare as an excuse, the majority of single mothers are deadbeats. And on top of that, even counting welfare as a valid way to raise a child, because, I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I think that it's a really terrible way. I don't think you should teach your children, by example, that you live off the government, if there's any other way around it. There are some people that really get stuck in a situation, and okay, fine, I get it, I understand the argument, I don't like it, but I get it, okay? So I don't need anyone explaining welfare to me. I know what the ideal of welfare is. I don't think that's the reality. But I will say, there are lots and lots of mothers out there. Oh, that's good coffee. Brewed perfectly. Great job, Fox. There are lots and lots of mothers out there who do not take care of their children, who abandon them. And it looks very differently than when it happens to a father, when a father does it. When a father does it, mom goes after him for child support, tries to get him arrested, and the entire world recognizes him as a, quote, deadbeat dad. But when mom does it, we don't recognize her as a deadbeat mom. We don't even have that as a phrase in our language. It's a made-up phrase that I use. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I never hear people say deadbeat mom or deadbeat mother, but you hear deadbeat dad all the time. Most deadbeat dads aren't deadbeats at all. They're dead broke. The reason they're called a deadbeat is because mother forced him out of his children's lives through a series of different actions: bogus protection orders, false DV allegations, false abuse allegations, child protective services, tons of investigations into him, harassing him, getting all his family and friends to turn on him, and then, of course, making him pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to see his kids, which, of course, most men don't have. So most men just give up. And then she comes after him for child support. He doesn't know how to fight it. He gets this ridiculous child support amount, so he only takes home maybe $4,000 in a month, but his child support is set at like $1,800. So, you know, you can't live off of what's left. You know, 4,000 minus 1,800, how many you could live off that for the entire month? Pay all of your bills for rent and gas and food and all that stuff? Of course not. Most people can't. They end up living with their parents, and then they lose their job because and a warrant is issued for them, whether it's a bogus domestic violence warrant, which cops, the police as a whole, they love it. They love being able to issue warrants for men for domestic violence because it shows how much they care about women and how much they're out there fighting for women. Never mind the fact that they're all bogus. But, you know, it gives the illusion that they're out there fighting for women. And so as they do this, you know, when he gets arrested, he loses his job. Or if a child support warrant is issued as he's struggling to pay it, he loses his job because he got arrested and couldn't get into work, or they found out he was arrested and he gets fired for being arrested. Then they suspend his driver's license. He gets pulled over. He gets arrested because his driver's license is suspended, and then he can't get a job, and then he can't pay it, and then he owes more and more and more in back support, and then suddenly he owes $35,000, $60,000, $80,000 in back child support that he can't pay, and they issue another warrant, and this is a cycle that men go through. I see men go through this all the time. All the time. And it really hurts my soul to see it, because these men are literally in the back seat of a police car crying about how hard they've been trying and how hard they've been trying to get out of this, how hard they've been working, how no matter what they do, they try and they try and they try, and the system just keeps coming back at them with more shit. They finally take care of this warrant. They go sit in jail for days. They lose their job. They go finally, somehow, find another job. They start working it. They pay as much as they can to child support, but they can barely afford to pay for their own lives. And then suddenly there's another warrant issued for them. And then child support keeps increasing, and they lose the next job. And then they go in for a great job, and oh, they're thinking, this is it. This place is going to pay me $15 an hour. And for a lot of guys who've been arrested multiple times, $15 an hour is money. It's big money. It's not big money for, you know, people with a family. But he's thinking, okay, here we go. I'm gonna get this, and you know, maybe things will be looking up. I'll be able to start paying some of this back child support. And then he goes in for the second interview, and they tell him, I'm sorry, we ran a background check, and, you know, you got multiple arrests in your history, we just can't hire you. And he sits there and he tries to explain it, but this is just for child support, and it was just because they suspended my driver's license. They don't care. Nobody wants to care. They got someone else who's going to do the job who doesn't have arrests in his record. So this is about the deadbeat woman. Not necessarily even a mother, guys. What does all this have to do with deadbeats? Well, moms and women are deadbeats too. One thing to look out for is the lazy woman, the one that doesn't want to work, the one that doesn't want to do anything. She is looking to rely on you for finances. Whether you know it or not, there are a ton of these women out there. A lot. Way more than you think. If she doesn't work, there's a really good chance that's probably, I mean, if she's over the age of, if she's graduated from school, from high school, or from college or whatever, and she doesn't have a job, and she's not looking for a job, actively working hard to look for a job, she's not working as an intern, if she's not doing anything, then the question really is, what is she doing? She's looking for you to pay her way. That's what she's doing. And here's the question. Do you want to pay her way? And here's the answer. Hell no. You do not want to pay her way for several reasons. Number one, it's just not your job. It's not your responsibility, especially if it's just someone you're dating. I wouldn't even do it for a wife, or I wouldn't do it in the future. Can't say I've ever done it in the past. Well, can't say that I haven't ever done it in the past. But you don't want to do that, because if you let a woman be reliant on you, society as a whole likes to tell you, oh, well, you got to keep paying for her. You got to keep paying her way through life. You got to keep making it easy for her, giving her all the cash, so she can bitch and moan about you to all your friends and family and say how horrible you are as you work your ass off to pay for her. So many guys out there listening to this know exactly what I'm talking about. If that's your wife, if that's your girlfriend, if that's your fiance, end it. If she does not appreciate you, end it. If she doesn't truly desire you, end it. If she talks shit about you behind your back to other people, end it. If she talks shit to you, end it. Now, granted, maybe you've been together a while, maybe you have kids, you have a house, maybe you think it's salvageable. All right, there are plans. There's what we like to call your MAP. It's what's known as a male action plan. I heard this term from people like Rollo Tomasi and Ryan Stone, and maybe Richard Cooper uses it. I don't want to tell you things that are specifically someone else's, concept, and make it sound like I'm coming up with my own. I'm not. These are ideas I've heard of. Try eliminating one at a time. Well, hang on. I'm offline. What was that? Seriously, what was that? I am offline. Look. Offline. That's weird. If that was a developer message, it should stay there, not appear and disappear. Very interesting. Okay, maybe a bug or something. I guess we should try to tackle the boss here. Unfortunately, I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't buff my weapon, so we just gotta roll in there as is. Let's do it. The deadbeat woman won't get a job, or she'll be reluctant to get a job. She may get a job and then only work part-time and kind of cut her hours intentionally or find a way to reduce her hours. She may quit the job suddenly or get fired and lie to you and say that she quit. I had a relationship with a woman that did that. She would lie about, oh shit, oh yep, I knew it. I was out of stamina and couldn't get away. Okay, there we go. I was hoping to just, oh. I was just gonna heal my way through after, I knew I was gonna get hit, but I thought I could just heal my way through it. Woo! Oh, he went for me specifically. Did you see how that curved at me? Oh, he's got it in for me. He doesn't care about Solaire. I never hit him. What's his issue with me? I never touched him. That's all. Oh, that would have gotten me had I not dodged. Tough as nails. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't believe I got out of that. Oh, yeah, that's right. His area of effect is much smaller in radius than Smo. Smo has a major area of effect, like huge. Oh, shit. I mean, shoot, darn it. Curses. No. Don't get him. Damn it. The problem here is that you can't hit him while he's in that, see? Well, I maybe could have started earlier, but I didn't. There we go. Oh, shoot! I thought I dodged it. Woo! Look at him. Did he turn in midair? What is this, Dark Souls 2? There's no turning in midair. Okay. I got sloppy. Oh, that could have killed me right there. Okay, we got him. No! Oh, no! I'm in trouble if I get hit. Ooh, let's get him. Golly, you little punk. I got this. Oh, here we go. Done. What's your pleasure? Ornstein dead and Leo ring achieved. So, she typically, if she comes into money by any means, whether her parents give it to her, you give it to her, she gets a tax refund for not working. That's apparently a thing. Blows my mind, but welcome to the U.S. government. Here's money back on your taxes, even though you didn't work at all. Meanwhile, people who work end up owing money. That's the backwardsness of our system. Utterly, completely backwards and upside down. Here's free benefits for you because you snuck into our country illegally, are not even a citizen, and don't pay taxes. You get free benefits. Oh, you're here legally. You did everything you're supposed to do. You're a law-abiding citizen. You work hard. You got to buy your own benefits, buddy. You got to pay for your own shitty health insurance. Welcome to America. She loves to spend. These lazy women typically love spending money, and they also typically like to keep it to themselves. So if for some reason her mom gave her $5,000, let's say, she would generally not even tell you, but if you found out, she would keep it to herself. They typically like to have their own bank accounts. They're separate sources of income that you can't touch, so that you can't get to their money. They really want your money, but they really don't want you to have any of their money. They will see all of your money as theirs. So these women will see if... Hang on. Did I get... Okay, I'm assuming she gave it to me. I didn't even see it. Maybe I clicked through it so fast. Yeah, there it is. Okay. She will see all of your money as hers, and all of her money as hers. If that makes sense. So she will not view money as communal. She'll view money as separate when it's hers and communal when it's yours, if that makes sense. So she'll want all of yours, and she'll give you none of hers. She's basically just lazy. She may do very little around the home. So she'll be staying at home claiming that she can't find a job, and you may ask her to take care of all the housework while you're at work, since you're working full-time and she's not working at all. She will bitch and moan about how you guys need to share the work, even though she's not sharing and working outside the home and earning money. Again, it all comes back to this complete solipsism, or solipsism, where she sees everything through the lens of herself. Everything is about her. It's all about her benefit, and she can't even comprehend the fact that you're working full-time, she's not working at all, and yet the notion that she would have to do all the housework is crazy to her. We're supposed to share. We're supposed to split the responsibilities, but she doesn't uphold her responsibility to earn money. She may claim to have health issues, depression, anxiety, some disability. They love doing this, guys. Why did I run down here? I just need to get to a bonfire now, right? Yeah. Back to the bonfire and warp out. They love claiming disability. They love it. It is their number. It's like their number one way to try to get out of working and also get money. So expect these type of women typically to apply for disability if they know how, or to try to apply to get some sort of other benefits, or to get other people just to pay their way through life. She may not apply for government benefits, but she may tell you that she's too depressed and too anxious to work. And, you know, if you could just help her out until she can get on, you know, get everything straightened out in her life. And the thing is, she's not going to get everything straightened out in her life. She never will. She won't. She's just looking for a free ride. When she's ready to have kids, the kids will be the excuse as to why she can't work, because she has to stay home with the kids. Of course, you don't have to stay home with the kids, right? You can go out to work, but she has to stay home with the kids because she's mom. Mom is special. Dad isn't special, but mom's special, right? Something to keep in mind. Will society as a whole see the role of mothers as more important and more special than men, or as fathers? Yes, they will. Is it more special or more important? No. Other than the fact that she carries the child to term? No. But even then, I mean, so many of these women end up killing their unborn child, having someone else kill the child. They end up giving it up for adoption, abandoning it at a firehouse. And you know what the punishment is for any of those three ways that a mother abandons her child or kills her child? 0 punishment. 0. No punishment. They even say, if you don't want your child, you can just drop them off at a firehouse. Okay, if a father doesn't want his child, what does he do? What can he do? Nothing. He still has to pay that money. Can he drop off his child support obligation at a firehouse? No. Can he give up his child support obligation to adoption? Will someone else adopt his child support obligation? No. Can he abort his child support obligation? No. So the question is, why is she allowed to give up her child obligation through adoption? Why is she allowed to give up her child obligation by dumping the child off at a firehouse? Why is she allowed to abort her child obligation by having the child killed? And I don't mince words, guys. This is a living human being inside of a woman. You can come up with terms like fetus or whatever. Fetus is just another stage of human development. Saying that, well, we're not killing a child or a baby, we're killing a fetus. That's like saying, well, we're not killing an adult, we're killing a minor. Or we're not killing a toddler, we're killing a teenager. Yeah, they're just different stages of human development. We can argue all day long about at what stage a human being should have rights. I think a human being should have rights at all stages. I don't see why you would not give rights to a human being because of age or physical location inside the human body. You know, If somehow you could squeeze me inside of a woman, I don't feel like my rights should disappear and she should have the right to murder me. Or kill in this instance. If the murder is legal, then it's not actually murder, because murder is an illegal killing of a human being, an illegal homicide. I don't think she should be able to homicide me. How about that? That's not a verb. Don't use that language. I'm talking nonsense now. But the point still stands. What are we doing? Where are we going? What should we do, guys? Let's go out of order. Let's hit Nito first. Firelink Shrine. Up above. We're going straight up. Straight up, people. Straight out of Lordran. She's likely to get fat and unhealthy. Because for her, it centers around avoiding work. Most of these women are not going to be hitting the gym, okay? They're not going to be on a sports team, but that doesn't mean they can't. It is possible for a woman to be super lazy about earning money and taking care of the house, but yet play sports with her friends or go to the gym or hang out, go out and do things. That is possible. They generally don't, but so don't think that they never do that. They do sometimes. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm really bad at that quitting out thing. But they also function as deadbeat moms in that they like to pawn off the childcare to someone else. And this is where deadbeat mothers primarily function as deadbeats. They don't just typically disappear like a few men do. Very few men. I don't believe most men just abandon their kids. I believe that is something caused by the mother. The mother causes that behavior by her disagreeable, antagonistic, even violent attitude towards the father, by her adversarial nature with the father. But anyway, the deadbeat mother will get grandma, aunt, mom, everyone else to take care of her baby while she runs around doing the things that she wants to do. And this is sort of a hidden way that mothers can just sort of give up the responsibility. Fathers aren't allowed this privilege, because if a father is ordered to pay child support, like I said, there is no aborting, adopting it away, giving it up. He is forced. It's often said, when a woman can't afford to pay for her children, she gets welfare, WIC, food stamps, EBT, government assistance, Section 8 housing, utility vouchers. She gets all sorts of benefits. When a father can't afford to pay for his child, which is child support, he gets a warrant issued on him and arrested. Does the father get special government benefits that he can use to pay his child support obligation? Hell no, of course not. Does she? Yes. Yes, she does. She's supposed to pay her end of the support for the child. But how does she do that? WIC, food stamps, EBT, other programs. Straight up welfare benefits, social security benefits, disability benefits, whatever bullshit she claims. But you can probably claim disability off postpartum depression at this point. Maybe not, but it wouldn't surprise me. And then she gets grandma or mom to take care of the kid while she runs around hitting up the clubs and bars, dating, hitting up her Tinder dates and plenty of fish dates, and spending the dad's child support money on her hair at the salon. So this is a real thing, guys. It really is, unfortunately. Okay, last time. Here we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. We did it. We done did it, y'all. Let's run by there. Get these things to explode. Whoa. Where is, let's see. Hang on. Did that skeleton not pop off? I just walked right through it. Oh, right. No, not in there. Right? Oh, you see that? Up in one of these crevices is where we'll find the lantern dude, I believe. Or not. Okay. Not sure how that works. I thought he was down here. Maybe I'm crazy. No, I'm in a different area. Well, you know what? Forget it. Let's just take the fast route down. Which is it? This way? No, actually, it's way back here, isn't it? Let's not die by jumping down where we don't need to. So the basic idea here is really simple. Don't pay for a woman's way through life. Don't be any woman's sugar daddy or anything like that. Now we're going to talk about the girls looking for sugar daddies as a very specific separate thing, but I don't know if it'll fill up a whole episode, so we may just kind of make that a generic episode as well as the girls looking for sugar daddies episode. That's something to be aware of, is that there are women out there who aren't going to give the pretense that they're just in a relationship and are reliant on you for money to some degree. They are actually going to straight up want cash up front. Like, they're going to give you a Venmo or a Cash App request or PayPal request. They're going to ask for straight up money. They'll want $100 for a date. There'll be little effort to hide it, little effort to veil her attempts to get cash out of you. That's when you know she's looking for a sugar daddy. She'll want gifts. She'll want you to pay her bills. That'll be very specific. The other thing about these deadbeat women is that they may start to do something, but they rarely finish it. They may start looking for a job, but they ultimately just give up. They don't spend enough time and effort to actually find one, and then they blame the process. They pretend like they worked really hard and there's just no jobs out there. Fudge. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. And of course, there are plenty of jobs out there. She's just not looking very hard, not trying very hard. She will give the illusion, if she likes you enough and feels like you're enough of a benefit to her, she'll give the illusion that she's going to try to get better. She'll give the illusion that she's going to keep working at it, but she won't ultimately really put in that much effort. She'll just give, like I said, the illusion of of doing it. How do I get to that right there? Can I drop down from here? Let's drop down here first, and then drop down there, and then drop down there, and then drop down right here. Oh, wow. I can't remember last time I got that. And, oh no, is this that really dangerous, lethal area down here? Oh, I'm not even really sure where I am, guys. Oh, shoot, I tried to dodge, but I failed. Oh, okay, I dodged that one. Where the heck am I? I'm not sure I know. This is unfamiliar territory. Maybe I'll figure out where I am in just a second here. Oh, okay. I've been here before, but not for a long time. See, my bow is not upgraded, so it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to try to kill that guy who's shooting at me. And actually, I don't think I can hit him very well from any of these angles. Can I go this way? This isn't the way I came from, is it? Oh, look at that! I never knew about this second route. That is so cool. Or that you could jump down right here and get there. Wow. I've never come that exact way, guys. I've learned something new. I'm amazed. I played this game so much, and yet, like I've explained before, the Catacombs, Tomb of the Giants, I have not fully explored these places to the extent that I could, so it doesn't shock me that I discovered something, but it is a little bit surprising. We're not going to get the item that we can make from Sif's soul, so we'll just pop that and see where we are with leveling up. 74. 74,000, that is. Still need some more. Let's do Soul of a Brave Warrior. That might be it right there. Yeah. Oh, I think so. Let's see. Oh, of course not. I'm just a few points off, as always. This game loves to do that to me. Alright. All right, so what do you do with the lazy deadbeat woman? Well, you know, the simplest solution to tell you is always something as simple as just get out, just leave. And, you know, that is a great way to get out of a really bad relationship. If your relationship is really bad, if you know it's bad, if you know this is not a woman you really want to be with long term, don't try to mend it, just end it. That's my phrase. Just leave. Just be done with it. Leave, cancel, quit. You know, it's not worth it. It's just not. Because all you're doing is just wasting time. You're wasting your time, you're wasting her time. But the most important thing is you're wasting your time. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, that's a thing. Be careful. Those guys hit really hard in New Game Plus. But with these, well, depending on how lazy she is and how dedicated she is to her laziness and how much she's actually planned this, and she may have planned to just never really work, you could set firm boundaries with her. I don't like the idea of ultimatums. Try not to give an ultimatum. Try not to give one of those, well, you better or else. It's hard to say things in such a way where it doesn't sound like an ultimatum, but I think there are some slight differences between setting boundaries and setting ultimatums. Oh, you can see the bonfire from here. That's cool. When you set a firm boundary, you just let the person know what you are or are not willing to put up with. And by saying, hey, look, in this household, we both work and we both contribute. That's an absolute must. Oh shit, I actually was about to roll and didn't. I'd like to get the covetous silver serpent ring. Is that what it's called? But I don't know exactly where to roll to get it. You have to roll onto some platform somewhere. All right, let's try this again. Maybe this time, maybe we won't worry about the covetous silver serpent ring. Maybe we will. Woo! Woo! He's out for blood. He wants me dead. Well, that's okay. I don't like him much either. Can we? Oh, shit. No. That would have been awesome if you could. Wait, what? Oh, awesome. The Black Knight fell off. He went down trying to get me. Now he's gone, right? I don't think he respawns. She may claim, I think I mentioned this, she may claim health issues. She may claim that her back hurts really bad, or her legs hurt really bad, or, you know, she just may come up with any number of things that you can't prove one way or the other. Whenever people try to feign illness as a way to escape responsibility, they always do it in such a way where you can't really prove it one way or the other. Like, if they say they have like some sort of intestinal problem, like Crohn's disease, I mean, that mainly just depends on her telling people how she feels. It's hard to prove one way or the other whether they have it or not. Even doctors often have trouble determining whether people have certain conditions. Like, I mean, you can fake having a migraine if you don't get, you know, some sort of brain scan done at the time, right? I found that bonfire right away, didn't I? Sometimes it takes me forever to find it. Oh, dear. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not good. Let's get the hell on out of here. Okay, we should be fairly safe here, but not 100% sure, so we're just going to keep on rolling. Let's go. Run! Oh, I should have gone in human form so I could fight Paladin Leroy. Does it really matter? Yes, it does. Let's, oh, look at that little bastard. Let's go get him. Come here, you little shithead. Oh! Are you... What the... Come... Oh, my goodness. Alright. Let's do the Paladin Leroy thing. Yeah, darn it. I want to make sure to get that armor set. Wait a minute. Yeah, he does have an armor set. Okay. Oh, whew, I thought it sent me to the previous one. Just making sure. Do I know where I'm going? Kind of. I could have jumped down and saved time, But oh my gosh. Let me try actually doing what I went back to the bonfire for. Going into human form. Looking at my notes, I think we covered most of the bases, guys. Oh, of course, this one. She will get very angry if you accuse her of being lazy. She doesn't like that. She doesn't want to be accused of being lazy, of course. Who would? But she may get particularly angry about it. And why? Because she knows it's true. Because you're hitting home. That's one of her button issues. She knows she's lazy. She doesn't like being lazy. She wishes she weren't lazy. Part of her wishes she weren't. And so that's why she will... that's why she'll act the way she does. That's why she'll get really, really angry about those accusations. You have to also know what conditions you have, what situations you're in where when people make those accusations or make those comments, like you get really mad because you know it's true. You should also be aware of that in yourself. I think the next series we'll do is going to focus entirely on men improving themselves, and it will only be, women will only be a tertiary subject in the sense that we might talk about how to improve yourself so that you appear more attractive to women. Because, I mean, it's one of the main goals that a lot of men have, is to get with a woman. At least one, if not more. People have different goals, obviously. But the idea here is... Okay, there we go. To set it up in such a way where you get what you want out of life, not just women. I was about to say, this guy is, he's out for blood. Oh, we got some graphical glitches down there. Woo! I didn't want to risk another parry failure, and maybe he might have hit me twice. Probably not. I think I can always roll away from him. Grant in Sanctus. Someday I should do a Paladin Leroy playthrough, huh? That would give me a shield. A cool armor set. And an interesting weapon, although I typically don't like the bigger, heavier weapons, but I mean, I could make it work if I had to. Oh, shoot. By the way, those guys very, very, very rarely will actually give you, or drop rather, will drop a white Titanite chunk. So you can farm them from them. I don't know if they're the best source. Now, if you want white Titanite chunks as early as possible, maybe they're the better source, the only source. But of course, you can always farm them from the Black Knights in the kiln. But of course, by that point, you're like at the end of the game. And so a lot of people don't want to be that late before they max out their weapon. Oh, wow. Is that a mask? No, just a chunk. I do feel it really cheapens Pinwheel as a boss, that he appears as a simple enemy later in the same level, the same stage. Area, rather. I guess this doesn't really have levels or stages, per se. Oh, shoot! I can't believe you almost killed me. Now, these guys used to be one of the best ways to farm humanity until we had the DLC area, in which case you want to kill those little ghosty thingies. Oh, 2 chunks. Wow. In a mask. 3 chunks in a mask. So I said that the deadbeat woman is not fixable. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I keep forgetting to get this bottomless box and clear this shite out. Do I have any divine weapons? I have a divine club. Wait, is the Grant divine? Oh, I already had the... Wow, okay. You know what? It does, doesn't it? It has a... Well, no. Oh, yes, it does. Unable to wield with present stats. Oh, I'm gonna need more strength, period. I'm fat rolling. Let's do this. And then, do I need to equip anything else? No, not really. Okay. I don't think I've ever offhanded a club. I knew that was coming, so I figured I'd just drink. I have the worst luck dodging it. I have just the worst luck dodging it. Okay, yeah, we ain't doing that. That's just not gonna be a thing. Told you I had the worst luck dodging that shit. Can I dodge it by running? Yes! I didn't know that. That's cool. You learn something new every day. Every playthrough. Oh shit. The big skeletons are getting me. This is so sloppy. This is so sloppy. I'm gonna probably die because it's how sloppy this fighting is. I'm gonna go on the other side here. Oh shit. Oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, I barely made it out of that. Oh! And then he can kill them as well, which is cool. Oh shit, I didn't know he was gonna hit me. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh shit. Woo, this is a fucking mess. Woo, boy. I've never fought such a messy fight of Nito. Messiest Nito fight ever. Without question. I tanked my way through that without a shield and without heavy armor. Very sloppy. I really should have been holding the Dark Silver Tracer, but it's not a big deal. Whatever. Here we go. And it just occurred to me that using that club was kind of cheating, even though I barely used it at all, because I'm supposed to just play as if I were Kieran. So where is the armor set? We got to quit out for that, right? I could warp out and warp back, but it's easier just to quit out. So can you fix the lazy woman? Can you fix the deadbeat woman? Maybe. Originally I wrote don't bother, but if you've been in a significantly long relationship with one of these women, then I mean I guess you might want to give it a shot, try to make it work. So set some very strict boundaries. Let her know, hey, in this household we're both going to work and we're both going to contribute. And that's just the way it is. And you don't discuss it, you don't argue over it, you don't debate it. And if she doesn't want to do that, you need to, since she's not found that boundary, you need to go ahead and tell her, well, you think maybe she should move out, or you think, let me see here, what are we doing? Let's level up. Tell her that she needs to move out. Tell her, even if it's her place, and if she doesn't want to, you can't force her out if it's her place as well. Just tell her that, if, you know, if she doesn't want to contribute, then that's the way it's going to be, and go file for a divorce. It's not easy, but, you know, there's some other tactics you could use. You could try discussing it with her. I don't think that's really going to work very well. But you could withdraw affection and attention until she straightens up. That's another strategy that can be successful if she really still cares about you. Now, if she doesn't really care about you all that much, then it's not going to do a whole lot. She might not feel like she needs to change. And if the dread aspect to this boundary is that you might leave her and she doesn't really care about you, then that's not going to produce a lot of dread for her. Now, if it's the notion that she's going to lose your money, that might produce some dread for her. She might want that money. So that could create the sense of dread to make her straighten up if it's the thought that she's going to lose access to your money. At least not have all of it when you guys get divorced. Hopefully have none of it. I mean, obviously, you know, you work for money, it's yours. That's one of the reasons why I tell men don't get married. Don't let the government take control of your romantic relationships. The last entity that should have any control over a romantic relationship is the government. Judges and lawyers shouldn't be deciding what happens with your money and your life and your children. That's just absurd. That's beyond absurd. It's almost unthinkable that the level of stupidity you'd have to exhibit to codify into law that some judge that's never met you, your wife, or your kids before will suddenly just decide what happens with all of your money and your kids. And then this judge suffers zero consequence from his or her decisions. They don't have to live with the consequences. You do. So does your wife, and so do your kids. It's just, frankly, a disgusting, immoral, unethical, and just downright evil system that should not exist. And people, of course, say, well, wait a minute, Fox. I mean, what do you do if a couple is splits up and, you know, they share a house and they have this? And, I mean, how are we supposed to figure out? We have stuff in place for all of that. We have child support for couples that aren't married. What happens when you split with a roommate? You figure it out. What if your roommate takes your property? What if you take your roommate's property? You figure it out. We already have this situation that exists already. Everyone seems to think that we need the government contract of marriage. All this stuff wouldn't work. How would you figure this out? How would you do that? How would you... All of that can be taken care of. It already is taken care of. You know how many couples just live together and aren't married? All of that gets figured out. It all gets figured out. Much more easily, much cheaper, and much safer. When the government's not involved like that, there's no incentive. There's very little incentive to lie. There's less incentive to make false accusations. There's no need to hire expensive lawyers and pay them by the hour and spend potentially tens of thousands of dollars on lawyers just arguing over who gets a couple $1,000s of property. Oh, okay. I'm running. Let's run all this way and see what happens. Woo! You see that? Sometimes I have trouble getting him to come all this way. Instead, he likes to sit back there and blast fire, of which I will have no defense. I can't roll through it, and I can't block it with my Dark Silver Tracer. We're still running. Okay. Don't sit back there and blast me with fire. No. No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. For those that don't know, that's a very old commercial. I think that commercial was rather old when I was a kid. But it was still rolling. Like, they still had that commercial on TV when I was a kid. That'll tell you how old I am, roughly. I know there's some guys out there like, you're almost 40 years old and you still play video games? Oh, you're such a loser. The average age of a gamer, I think, is around 35. An average means somewhere in the middle, so that means many of those, like, roughly half are older than that. That may not be entirely accurate. I have my own concerns or questions about that, but it may be because there are just more adults than children. We know for a fact that more adults play video games than children do. But then again, there are just more adults than children. I mean, a child is ages 0 through 17. And then, of course, kids can't play video games until they're old enough to have fine motor skills in their hands. So we're talking, what, around 3.5, 4 at the earliest? So you're talking about, what, from 4 to 17 is your age range for children playing games? And your age range for adults playing video games is like 18 till whenever they die. So, yeah. A lot more adults play games than children. Woo! There we go. Drop your machete. I once debated doing a demon great machete playthrough. That weapon is so slow. Does a lot of damage, but... And the R2, the two-handed R2 is almost unusable. It's just such a long wind-up, and then you jump with it up in the air. It's just, no. We should actually get Knight Kirk here, right? Or does he not appear here if we haven't seen... Oh, here we go. I did a Knight Kirk playthrough. I don't think it's still online. I think I took that one down. Poor guy. He didn't stand a chance. I got a shield. And that's all. Okay. And 26,950 souls. Whoops. Let me try that again. Gotta equip those bows for them to work. Okay, this might take a minute. You know what? That won't be too bad. So you can set boundaries. You can try to set guidelines for your girl being lazy. You can tell her she needs to get a job and contribute. If the less time you've invested in this relationship, the less time you should invest into trying to mend it. I'm not saying that you should just give up on all relationships just like that. That's an easy solution, but if you think like everything else about this woman is great, everything else is solid, you like how she looks, she really desires you, she has a lot of value in other areas, she's just got this one little problem or this one issue, you can try to resolve that issue using a variety of methods. You can go online and talk to other people, talk to people in real life, go onto some of these forums, these red pill forums, to see what they say about what they think might be some solutions for it. But I wouldn't necessarily get my hopes up that I'm gonna fix it and she's gonna become everything I want her to be. I think a lot of people, the problems that they have in their life, they just stay. They stay problems. They're just gonna be like that for the rest of their lives in many cases. You know, there's a mentality out there that people don't really change. I think they do. I've changed, I know that. But as a general rule, I wouldn't count on somebody changing, and I wouldn't base any relationship status on the idea that someone's going to change. I definitely wouldn't do that. That's... no. Don't count on anyone changing. Don't get married expecting someone to change. Oh, please don't do that. Don't move in expecting someone to change. Don't move them into your place expecting them to change. Expect them not to change and take them as they are. I wonder if he can backstep off a ledge like he just did. Well, he almost did right there. I wonder if he could go all the way off the ledge like that. I've never seen one do it, but maybe. Oh shit, God, that guy got right behind me, really? What an asshole. You know what? That worm just respawns, so forget it. Wasting my time fighting him. Let's see if he does that long jump attack. Nope. Woo! Thank goodness for bleed. I don't think I would have taken him out otherwise. And I only get 2,400 for these guys on New Game Plus? That is lame. It's hard. It's not easiest to dodge them through here. Oh, shit. Let me coax an attack and then roll in. Now, he was moving me around quite a bit. Oh, yeah, shoot. He almost pushed me off the ledge several times. Oh, that's right. I remember this. Oh, shoot. I meant to roll. Let me try that again. He's kind of mean. Oh! Shoot. Oh. Okay, we're going in safe mode. Hello? There we go. We're about to call it, guys. I don't think we're going to be at a bonfire for this one. Unless there's a bonfire back here. I seem to remember there being something where 4 of them... Oh, it's that treasure chest. 4 of them come down, don't they? 4 or 2 or something. Oh, that's right. It's right here. Is it 4 or just 2? Oh, it's 4, isn't it? I wonder if it's easier to hit him from the backside. Huh. Well, guys, we're about to... Oh, shit. We're about to cut this. Oh, damn. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. We're coming towards the end of this episode. We talked about the deadbeat woman. We covered all the bases. I think we discussed a lot. Although I don't think there are that many real solutions, unfortunately. I wish there were more. I think it may just come down to setting the boundary and then leaving when she doesn't fix herself. Because I doubt she would. I just hate that I don't even get one attack off half the time. There we go. Oh, I was not even close to killing it. I just got lucky there. Oh! This one seems to be, like, tougher. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think these ones do have more health, don't they? So with that, I thank you guys for joining me. I know I'm still playing, but make sure to follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Twitter's where I'm most active. If you like this video, like it. Not my most exciting episode, but I think it was good enough, and it applies to some of you out there. It definitely applied to me with one of my relationships. I wish I'd ended that one a long time ago. And if you don't like the video, well, I guess you could dislike it if you wanted to. Leave a comment down below, any questions or comments you have, any disagreements. I'd love to hear all those, even if I don't like what I'm hearing. I still like it. I like hearing what I don't like to hear. I don't mind disagreements. Make sure to hit the notification bell icon after you subscribe and choose all videos. That way you get notified of every video I release, instead of just some of them according to the whims of YouTube's algorithms. If you have a private question for me, let me know by DMing me on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. So if you're going to follow me anywhere, make sure it's on Twitter. With that, guys, I hope you're looking forward to the next episode of Dark Souls Predatory Women. And I will leave you with this last few, well, maybe last minute or so of shooting a giant nasty spitworm with a green Titanite shard message on the screen as I take a final sip of my black coffee. Lukewarm. Not the way I like it. It needs to be hot. 2 things that I definitely need them to be hot. Coffee and women. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time on FoxeoGames. Later, everybody.